Hey, it's Thursday. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to check to make sure that we are broadcasting in all the places. Yes, we are. What that means, friends, is that we have now successfully streamed to Moonbeam like 4 times, which is phenomenal. Hey, Claude. Hey, Stan. I'm glad you like it. It is groovy music. Hey, Duke. Duke is hanging out in chat, but Duke is also on the program today. Good, you can all hear me. I like that. Well, we've got a big announcement today. It is kind of a big deal, which is why we brought out the big guns. Hi, buddy.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm quite well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can you hear it in my voice?
I hear it in your voice how excited you are. So much excitement.
Yeah,
hey, everyone.
Yeah, so our guest today, the Duke, and the one, the only, the purpley.
The purple one.
Yeah. So, Duke, you know why I brought you here.
Well, I have a hunch.
Well, so here's the deal. Some time ago, just a quick, a rundown of history, a little historical play-by-play. We decided to retire our forums, and it was a confluence of events, not the least of which was, back in the day, we were all running V Bulletin, and we loved it. We, V Bulletined uphill both ways on our way to school, and that's what we did. But as software ages, it starts to fall apart. And it was creating a bunch of real big security concerns, and we're getting alerts on it every day. The Duke of New York, Katie Stormer, good to see you. Hey,
Storm.
Yeah, David Bullock's here too. No consuming yourselves on stream. Oh, come on. It's time for the harvest. No, it's
yes.
And so we just decided to retire them. It was a tough decision. There's so much good stuff on there. Well, at that same time, there was a community member, Foxfire, who had been, kind of coordinating, had a Discord server. It wasn't the grad yet, but I remember we named it. She had picked the name, and it was just funny. What is it? The Green Ronin, all ages.
Age appropriate. The age appropriate. All Green Ronin age appropriate Discord server.
Hey, David Bodie, you made it to Thursday. It's good to see you, friend.
Hey there.
Always nice to see David popping up. But yeah, and so for the longest time, I would say for the last at least 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Server's been up since mid 2019, I think.
That's right about it. And hey, Shadowcat, good to see you. Just in time. And so we fast forward to today, we've launched the Atomic Think Tank, and it's going gangbusters. Hey, Squire, good to see you. And we have been talking behind the scenes, and we have decided that in collaboration with our community, we are making the Green Ronin age appropriate Discord the official Green Ronin Discord. It is going I know. Are you excited?
Oh no! Who would have thought that?
I know, right? It is
amazing.
It's it's kind of a big deal. How did Green Ronin get its name? So that's a great question, and I know some of the story, but it has to do with Chris and I believe that he was the Green Ronin in a past business, like with his brother, I think perhaps. And
he talked about it like on Stan's show like 2 weeks ago or so.
Yeah,
I think he told the story then.
Yeah, and so Chris is the Green Ronin.
Yeah,
and I'm the Blue Ronin, and
I'm the Duke in Purple. What a colorful bunch.
I think that Claude says I definitely may have already thought it was that for a bit. And that's because of the great work that you have done, Duke, that Foxfire has done, there are other mods that are hanging out there, and they've just made it a warm, welcoming place, but very specifically for age. And it's
yes.
Yeah, and that's just what it was. Well, we're gonna expand that to include, of course, Mutants and Masterminds and the other titles. And you got the scoop, Stan. And we are adding all kinds of stuff. We're also going to be incorporating support. Right? Yeah, exactly. We're going to be, our official support mechanism will be integrated into the Discord. There are going to be some channels moving around, but more importantly, before we do any of that, we're going to meet with all of the moderators. Now, when I say all the moderators, this extends to people who are moderators on YouTube, people who are moderators on Moonbeam, people who are moderators in Discord, people who are the moderators of my heart and my mood and my so it's an opportunity for us to all get together. And I'm sorry, and to also include moderators of the Atomic Think Tank, which you can get to by going to atomicthinktank.com. And sorry, I'm reading chat here. Green Running Sports. Yes, we're going to have a sports channel. Check out episode 64 of 50 Years in the Dungeon for all kinds of Green Ronin lore. Yeah, all of it. Because Chris Pramus appeared on 50 Years in the Dungeon with Stan. That's, of course, one of Stan's many programs. The other one being, what's your other one, Stan? Something about drawing? I was just on his stream helping facilitate some stuff. Hey, Ryan, good to see you. But here's what else it means.
Hey, Ray.
It means that we are going to start running regular monthly events where we'll do dev chats. You are, Claude. You are. I don't know how. I don't know who made that decision. It was, but once a moderator, always a moderator. Sorry. Just kidding, Claude. I made you one. The Big Nate Show. Hi, buddy. Random Encounters is the program that I appeared on with Stan. We're just jumping all over the place, but that's what we do. And it was a lot of fun. Stan was to draw 100 drawings in 100 minutes. And we did 83. And it was like 200 minutes. I'm kidding. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, Stan's a true talent and just so much fun to work with. Stan and I also, we have a little thing called the Sumo Show where we talk about, sumo, who'd have thunk? But, I started on that particular program, because they needed a dum-dum. And then I've just stuck around. I'm still the dum-dum, but I now know a little bit more about sumo than I did before. But so for those of you just joining us, the big news, the grad is now an official part of the Green Ronin apparatus. And,
yes.
And what did we decide that the name was going to be? The Green Ronin.
Oh dear. I have completely forgotten on which name we eventually got. The idea was that we wanted to keep the shorthand of grad, but since it was like branching out to more things now, just having H in the name seemed a little like too focused. So we needed
and
exactly.
So basically, we're going to the two A's will remain, but they will be what do we say? Atomic agony? Was it agony?
No, I hope it wasn't agony.
It's in Discord. Let me let's see.
We both forgot the name that we painstakingly decided on.
We had a lengthy conversation about it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It wasn't that one.
Let's see. That's so funny. I'm not finding it immediately, but
yeah, watch us reading a Discord channel. That's
that's the live stream one could ever hope to watch. I don't know if it was pre or post guillotine earrings, but that's funny.
Board. We had such a good thing.
We did.
Oh, the Atomic Assembly. It was the Atomic Assembly.
There we go.
The Green Ronin Atomic Assembly.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Will this impact the tank? Stormer asks, sorry, I may have missed this, but will this impact the tank? It will impact the tank in that there will be more crossover and more opportunities to cross-pollinate via channels. And we are going to be the Atomic Apocalypse Discord. I like that. The artificial annoyance. We have so many great suggestions. We may want to. We thought Shadowcat. We thought about Atomic Age, but too much age. We wanted to sort of incorporate more. So yeah. So anywho, so we're going to be doing lots of monthly events. The people who are mods in Discord now will remain mods unless they'd rather not, which is fine. And that's right. It will, as Claude says, it will merely strengthen the tank. True stuff.
Indeed.
And and what I'm also excited about is that we get to kind of close the loop on making sure that we're doing as much as we can in the Discord, and we get to shut our other Discord down, which is just kind of sat there limping along.
I was so sad for that poor little third server that was just there,
hanging out,
barren like a land.
Every once in a while, people would pop in and go hello, and you hear hello.
Exactly, there was just an echo.
Yeah, that's right. When we're in the tank, everybody's family, right? Anchovy aioli. I wonder if that might be a little salty. So now, Duke,
garlic.
When you think about, you have been sort of the managing director of the Discord for some time, in supporting Foxfire. Foxfire has a great job in the industry, is doing community stuff, and it's just jam-packed, but still, a Ronin emeritus and held in great esteem. Now, what are you? So when you're thinking about all of this stuff, because it's a lot, and you've done a lot of kind of trying to organize the stuff in a way that preserves the past, and and now we're coming in like a bull in a china shop. We're deleting everything. No, I'm kidding.
I hope not.
No, we won't. We won't. I promise.
The basic plan is to keep the server as much as it is as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, there will have to be a little bit of restructuring. There will be a couple new channels or categories. Some things might change. Some things might be added. But in roughly, the server will remain the same. We will definitely not deleting channels, because deleting history is horrible, and we already have the graveyard from the last move to the current structure. Yeah. We don't need to add to that.
But folks, you may see some aesthetic changes. You're going to see new categories where we'll be doing, I think we just added, we're in Discord doing something now. I don't know exactly what, but we connected Restream. And so it's either the chat or it's, who knows. But so if you're seeing that now and you're like, what in the world? That's what in the world. And so,
exactly.
So talk to me a little bit more. So when how long have you been doing the Discord management?
Oh, for quite a while. I mean, I joined the server very, 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 very shortly after it got created, because I was looking for something for Green Ronin and there was nothing. And I think it took me like half a year before somehow we came to an arrangement where it was, hey, should I help out? do you need help? And then I was moderating for quite some time, and eventually I got admin privileges because Foxfire and Joey were so busy with everything, and somebody needed to handle a couple of things that were popping up. And and then I slowly took over. No, it's not in a malicious way. No. It was just I was around, and somebody had to take care of the server, and so when the others were busy, I was doing that, and now for the last couple of years, I've been mostly doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, now I'm currently the interims owner of the Discord. The thing has been transferred to me before it will be officially transferred to Green Ronin, of course.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and so so here's what may change. We may adjust channel names. We may adjust the structure as far as like what it looks like aesthetically. Might add an emoji or two, who knows? But we will be preserving anybody who's kind of currently helping out, anybody who is, nobody's getting booted out of there, unless you're a creep. And there's no creeps in the Green Ronin community.
A very rare occurrence that we have to actually step in and do stuff. It happens, but it's not that often.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And so and this meeting of the moderators is an important moment because we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about a lot of things. And here's the promise that I'm making, folks. Now, your mileage may vary, but we're going to be setting up a way that moderators can get a little coin in their coin purse. And the way that we will do that is by sharing revenue. Our Moonbeam revenue, the way that Moonbeam is set up is that we can split out revenue, and we will be giving 100% of that to the mods. So you're going to be making just tens and tens of cents.
Cents. Amazing.
But
cannot wait to douse my face in little coins.
Around in dimes. Yes. But so that, and then we'll make sure that folks, if they're so inclined, we'll give you an ambassador's code that you can use to give it to people. They'll get a discount. You'll get a kickback, and that's another way that we can do that. I wish there was a world wherein there was enough money to say we're giving you a stipend or something, but that world does not exist right now for anybody.
Sadly true.
Yeah, it's a rough time, but that also means that we'll have regular meetings. We'll have even some trainings, and I'd love to get our freebooters involved in that as well, because they're doing the Lord's work out there at conventions. And yes, right, Moonbeam revenue, or Moon Bevenue, one might say.
Of course.
Yeah. And we'll be handing out gravy points as well. And the more gravy points you get, the closer you get to Gravy Squatch, and then Gravy Squatch will visit your home and fill one of your shoes
with gravy.
With gravy, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's delicious. I highly recommend it, and it's warm, which is nice.
Only for a short while, though.
No, this gravy is magic. Magic gravy.
Okay. Oh, it's magic gravy. Okay, cool.
That's right. Claude says, I just hit Twitch affiliate, so the pennies will start rolling in. You are going to be.
Oh my God, I'm going to be so rich.
with coin, literal coin. Claude.
Filthy
coin lucre. Yeah. So
amazing.
Yeah. So friends, you if you are interested in helping out in that way, if you want to be like, you're like, hey, I want to do that moderation, send me a note to let's play at greenronin.com, where I'm thinking that I was going to schedule the meeting and have it all ready to go. Life has a way of getting in the way, and apparently, my whole hard drive burnt out. But fortunately, I have another one on standby, and so what I think we'll do is put something together for a meeting next week. This week is almost over, so anticipate hearing back, and we may even do it on a weekend. So here's the call. The call is, if you are interested in helping out on YouTube, on the think tank, over in Discord, uh, anywhere we are, and you want to moderate and help be a part of that, including TikTok, then join or send me a note rather at send it to let's play at greenronin.com, and we will send you a note to invite you to the meeting. And the meeting that we're going to have will be sort of sharing some of the mechanics, sending out links, giving everybody the opportunity to sign up and be there.
We're, we're not going to do that.
Call it, yes. Green coin.
I will scream and walk away if that happens.
Well, interestingly enough, here's how the Moonbeam currency stuff works: is that when people are on Moonbeam, you get, depending on your subscription, you can either buy a big bunch of moon beams. No, they're moonstones, and
Moonbucks.
Yeah, moonbucks, and you then can give them out to the creators that you enjoy. And so it also makes it great because we can tell Nate to stop donating on Facebook, and he can donate on Moonwing, so he can spread that dollar, $1.19 or $1.99 or 50 cents or whatever it is, equally amongst all the contributors. And how that'll work is that people who are moderators in other spaces, we will unlock other places that you can also be a moderator. And you can get Green Run hero coins, but you can only start with 3. Yeah, so that's the news, and we've been working on this for some time, just kind of making sure all the pieces of the puzzle were in play. And Duke, I want to thank you very much for just being into it and being supportive. Sure. And looking forward to all the things that we can do with this no Moonies or Moomins. What are Moomins?
Moomins are like I think a Finnish creation. It was it was like little creatures, like they're like fake creatures, but big, a little thick, and they have little ears. What's and Moomin they're very cute. They had a cartoon show in the 80s, I think, and also comic books and stuff. And they're super cute. Moomins are great. Scary, great.
Scary, great. Yeah, well, it seems like it would fit in around this joint. Let's see. I do really like this bit of professional development opportunity. There is, Claude, there is, because we really are going to talk about, best practices as it relates to moderating. And frankly, it's going to be something that you could put on your resume. It's going to be legit. And the Supreme Clodderator, done.
No. Okay. Are we doing that? Good. Okay. We're indulging. I'm not sure we should indulge this kind of demands.
We won't really put it here. We'll just tell him. He won't know.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Supreme Clodderator.
Sure.
The Clodderator. I don't know if that's like for removing clods or for aerating your clods.
He's a smooth Clodderator. Smooth Clodderator.
All right. You got a little bit of voice. Okay. I like that. So we'll have the Duke Sings hour. That'll happen weekly.
Yes. Once a week, I will sit there and sing stupid stuff.
I love it. Hey, I wanted to answer a couple questions that were bouncing around, and it was asking about whether or not the tariffs will impact our stuff, and it will. I mean, clearly. Now, I don't know that there will be too dramatic of a change. We're waiting to hear on what all of that means. There's so much of that, we've heard about closures, studios unable to remain open because their tariffs went from like 3,000 to 300,000. Yeah, just really pricing them out of the game. And that's just, it's heartbreaking. There is lots of discussion as to whether Green Ronin, not Green Ronin, but TTRPG books, are they games? Are they something else? And And I will be honest with you, it is a conversation that I have tuned out of. Somebody smarter than me is going to say, here's what we're doing, and we'll communicate that very clearly to everybody, as it relates to the Transport Union edition. I don't know the specifics on that yet, and once we do, we'll make an announcement. But anticipate that if there's anything that we are, fulfilling, it's just everything's gonna be impacted. So hopefully calmer,
not as much,
smarter heads prevail, and we end up not,
paying
$300,000 for a shipment of books. So
that would be kind of weird.
Lumens were created by Tove Jansson and had an anime adaptation in Japan or two. Okay, thank you, Tempo. I like this game designer. Carrie, honestly, dude, Stan's got a really good voice too. Maybe we do like a TTRPG barbershop quartet.
Oh god. Yes, sure. Let's do that. It's gonna be fun.
The Clauderator and the Lovelinator. That'll be perfect. I'm willing to speculate wildly if that'd help. I think honestly, one thing that really helps when we don't know for sure, I think we should speculate wildly as though it were fact, but do it loud, like do it really loudly so that everyone can hear. I think that just really helps, get the message across.
The last few years of doing that have been so helpful and so great.
It has netted us a real exciting.
Oh my god, that had no bad repercussions at all. None. It was fantastic. Please, let's keep doing this.
Let's keep doing it. And it's good for you too. Yes, Alex, that's true. Alex is a karaoke killer. I wasn't prepared. Duke, listen to me, man. I was in where was I? I was in where do they do Gen Con? Over in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And so here we are in Indianapolis, of all places. And we went to, he really wanted to do karaoke. And I'm thinking, somebody gets a little tipsy, they want to do karaoke, they're going to be awful, like me. And yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just what we do. That's fun. What a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am thinking we're going to go hang out with some drunks and be doing some dumb karaoke. And Alex busts out with a real legitimate singing voice.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, what? I can't go up there now. I think
you can.
No.
But now the laughs are going to be directed at you.
Well, I'm kind of used to that. That's sort of my brand, frankly.
Good thing.
Well, no, not like that. I mean, because I'm funny. They're laughing with me.
Yes, everybody's laughing with you.
But Alex, of course, we're talking about Alex Thomas, who is the Mutants Masterminds line lead, and he is I'm trying to remember. I know what song he's sang. I'm trying to see if I can trying to remember the lyrics. Nope. I'm just pacing here from the window to the wall. But no, I can't remember what it was. No. Anyway, something about boots, I think. And
okay.
With the fur, I guess. Anyway, so it was quite. Yeah, you may not know the song that I'm alluding to, Duke, and it's probably okay.
It's fine.
The lyrics
we'll never know.
Yeah, some will know, but especially you, Alex. All right, so that was a lot of fun. And I look forward to the sing song hour with the TTRPG Barbershop Quartet. Now, here's a question. Does it have to be a barbershop quartet? And why a barber? Like, I need to look into that. Stan, what's the origin of barbershop quartet? No-go changeo. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
I'm reading the chat, and I never know what they're talking about. No, not that, but good to see you, Parvati. It is, you know what? They were made for walking, but you ask Alex. When you see Alex next, say, Alex, what song did you perform and just blow the roof off the joint. Standing ovation from at least 8 people that were in the.
At least. At least 8. Hey, amazing. I mean, we could. Is Alex around?
No.
Pick?
I really want them to ask on Monday.
Oh, we're gonna ask on Monday. Okay. He's gonna be like, "What? Why? Please don't drag this into the limelight."
Yeah, exactly. This is a salon quartet. Yeah, I mean, we think we probably want to do like I guess a GM quartet. Quiet Stan. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Stan. Low. That's not a song. That's not a. I don't even know what you're talking about, Stan. One thing that's surprising, Stan will sneak in a little. He is all about music. He really knows some stuff. Like he just brings up some obscure 80s stuff. He was around 80 people or 8 people rather. Yeah. No, not Low by Flo Rida. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a song. Flo Rida. Is that a person? Is that a thing? You're making stuff up. But I get the joy of hearing Stan's dulcet tones because we do the sumo show together. And so anyway, that was a long diatribe about singing. None of it is happening. It's all
maybe it will. Who knows?
Oh, I bet. Okay, David Bowie talks about there's a history about barbershop quartets, something potentially to do with bringing in the business. Well, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I thought maybe it was like, back in the day when barbers were doctors or something and they used to cut out your humors or attach to the leeches or do whatever. I don't know.
And then they're singing.
Yeah, they're singing.
While doing that, have these leeches onto your body.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Nice.
Buddy. Yeah. So I like that. So actually, yeah, David Bodie. I know. Flo Rida is a person. I'm playing dumb because indeed Stan is correct. That is the song. The lyrics are quite, mature, I'll say. So to see somebody singing so well and have it be Alex at the microphone, that particular song, it's just like, wow, it was a shocker, but in a good way. And we really enjoyed it. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you. I forget sometimes, our audience is congratulations. Okay, so Ren says I was hoping to help out a bit more, but I have a kid on the way. Maybe once they're older and I can get them into TTRPGs. I say dress them up like little gelatinous cubes, or like a little monster, and you can bring them to your campaign.
Yes.
I'm certain, friend, that there will be opportunities for you to hang out and be more, involved and engaged when you get those moments to, when you get those moments to take a breath from being a parent. That is just really exciting news. And thank you for sharing.
Awesome.
And cool. Stan was correct as per usual. Yes. So I think that about covers it. There's so much more to talk about, but we're going to save that for the meeting. Lots of things to discuss. And Masterminds friends, you will be able to see Eminem stuff in the Discord sooner than later. We're working on it.
It's already there. I mean, we already have a Mutant Masterminds section, like as well as for the Chronicle stuff. But it wasn't really advertised or
not marquee,
quite a big thing yet. Right. It was there for the people who needed it, but the main focus was on age. But now we are branching out and doing everything.
My friend, my money is, given how engaging you are and how good you are, and the creativity that you both through what you publish to the Age Creators Alliance and just running games and such, they're gonna love it. They're gonna absolutely love it. 100%.
Better.
They just couldn't. A toddler age, a tage. You should play Dungeon Mayhem. Awesome card game. All right, friends. So I want to go over a couple things here real quick. And we're gonna we don't have to spend the entire hour chit-chatting, but I could with you try to do 3 hours. But I want to get into this. Okay, we got some updates. So folks, hold on to hankies. So here's what's going on with May. There we go. A little background music. So May has changed a little bit. We have got Alex Thomas is busy. He's so busy. There's so many things going on, not to mention, Valiant and other things in the background that are really important. We're going to be taking the Joy of Game Mastering off the schedule. We've already done that. So it'll return, but Alex just needs the headspace to be able to handle all of that and deal with the big deadlines and things. So we're giving him a reprieve, but we are adding office hours to Thursday rather than Wednesday, and that's Get Tanked with Troy. I'm Troy, and what you can do is join me at atomicthinktank.com and click on the link, and it is a live Zoom link where you get to come in and hang out with me, and we talk about all manner of stuff. I don't know how much work gets done, but it is fun, and
an appropriate amount of work.
It's honestly, it's an inappropriate amount of not a lot of work, but it's fun, and we still do some stuff like, for instance, we went through some old Mutants and Masterminds artwork to talk about merch, all kinds of stuff. That's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. We'll be talking, and that's at 4 p.m. Pacific. And all you need to do is head over to the Think Tank, atomicthinktank.com. You will see the live event going. Click on the event, and then you will be thrust into the Zoom meeting, and you come and go. You can come and hang out for a long time, or you can, or if you want to have a conversation, you've got something on your agenda, bring it. It's all about you. In the future, we'll be doing something like that also in Discord. And so, yeah, that's that. Of course, we've got Mutants Masterminds Monday and this very program here Thursday. I've got, not next week, but the week after, we will have one Ian Lemke on to talk about all kinds of good stuff specific to The Expanse RPG. And you can come with those questions. I'm trying to think if there are other things cooking. None that I can talk about, but lots of fun stuff happening in the tank. So make sure you head on in there and, check out all the age stuff and make sure you're in all the spaces that you need to be in. And I think that's about it.
Is it? Are you sure?
Look at that. I couldn't have timed that better if I tried.
Perfect.
Yeah. So hey, dude, I want to thank you again. We are blessed in this community to have some really solid citizens helping out with all kinds of good stuff because they love the game, they love the community, and they really get it. And you're one of those folks. And I really do. I value it. And I appreciate your IT help as well. And but
my actual expertise sometimes slips through.
It is. It's always nice to know some folks who are associated with something that you love that are a force multiplier, and you have a deep care and concern for people. And I really appreciate that, and it's really nice to have you on board as one of our community leaders. And I look forward to what we can do with the Discord. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great.
Yes. All right.
We already we are setting up a chat channel that so that people who are watching the shows can talk inside of the channel, but the text of the channel gets relayed to the chat system so people can see it, so they can interact with you. Yeah. And eventually there will also be probably an opportunity to stream shows directly into a Discord channel. So. Additionally to YouTube and Twitch and movie, etc.
And so what we want folks to do is also just get into the mindset of what are some things you'd like to see, or what are some opportunities that you would like to have come about as a result of us being more active in running events and things. What kind of a dev chat would you like? Do you want a dev chat, or do you want a game to be run? Do you want to see the devs run an age? Right. I think, exactly. And I think all of the above for sure. And
I think there's a great opportunity to use particularly the Discord platform in a way that that the think tank isn't really made for.
Agreed.
And particularly these kinds of things are great, like having like fireside chats, having dev chats, having people there who talk about their game, and have chat interact with them, and have actual games run into there to so there will be many opportunities for cool shit going on.
Exactly. Yeah, cool shit for sure. And one of the things for sure what that also means is that we'll be running things like, age play tests for things that people want to get a sense of, like maybe one of the age developers wants to take something for a spin. And thank you, Duke, for the link. Yeah. So get in there if you're not in there. Join it. If you're watching this on demand, check out the live chat for the link that Duke just dropped. And you will be transported as if by magic into the heart, the belly of the beast, and you can.
The belly of the beast. Exactly.
That's right.
Can you put the link in the doobly-doo under the video too? So
I can drop me the link in private chat.
Sure. 1 second. I'll drop it to you. Here you go. That's the official link for now.
Okay.
And we have a vetting system. So if any scammers or bots or whatever are trying to join, they will have to spin up their game to actually get in.
I see. I meant the private chat in Restream, but I figured it out.
Oh, we're good. Well, sorry.
And let's do this real quick. Takes a minute.
Yeah, for gaming and for organizing community stuff, Discord is really well suited in the way few other things are. Despite its shortcomings, the platform has its issues, as all platforms have, but it has established itself as a very low barrier entry towards a system like that, and there are so many people who are already on Discord, so it's very easy for them to join a server, and instead of an entirely new thing, it's very easy.
Yeah, my big complaint is just it's the confluence of so many different communities for me. It's video games, it's TTRPG, it's so it gets a little. My family's on there, so yeah.
I know the feeling. It's like the everything plays now.
But yeah, exactly. Oh, I can change the speed. Look at this. Whee.
Nobody will be able to read that.
So join in, have fun, hang out, and let us know if there's some things that you'd like to see. If there's something that you've seen another company do, we're happy to copy them. We're happy to copy it and do exactly what they're doing. We love to pay homage in that way.
Maybe not exactly, but in a way. I mean, there are a bunch of things other Discords are doing that I or we were intentionally not copying, and also some things that we are doing that are quite unique. But I think that's a good thing.
yeah, absolutely. But if there is a thing that someone's doing that you like to see on the server, let us know. And again, like I said, I have no problems copying other people. I love it. You can't see me right now, but I'm dressed exactly like you.
Like me? Oh wow! Completely in orange. Yeah, despite me being the Duke in purple, but today I inverted my colors. But green background for green Ronin. So
thank you, I appreciate that extra touch. You're just that kind of guy, and I do appreciate it. Let's see. We've talked about Discord. We've talked about the pending meeting. If you're somebody who wants to help with modding, or you are actively helping with modding, keep your eyes and ears open for that meeting invite. And if you are not quite engaged and want to be, send a note to letsplay@greenronin.com. And then we talked about what's happening for the month. Tempo. Yes, that is a great question. And I'm going to say that I do have something, but I'm.
But you can't say it.
No, I'm just so busy that I will say that there are probably some folks in the world that we live in that will know some interesting information by Friday. Today's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Oh, Devious is here, our beloved. That's good. It's a little late, but it's good.
Well, I mean,
great to have him around.
It's all good. I'm glad
he's one of the golden heart people who actually post stuff on the old Green Ronin Discord every now and then, which is really cute. It's really adorable.
Sweet. It's very sweet.
I hope he adopts us now.
He will. Yeah, you'll be seeing more of him over in that Discord for sure.
But sure. Speaking of moderators, currently I'm more or less running the show on my own. We have two moderators, Journeyman and Rini, who are helping. But we will definitely need a couple people who will do moderating stuff on the Discord, as probably user count will grow now and eventually it will probably reach a place where I alone can't manage all of that all the time.
So we're gonna move as though that will grow. I mean, just everyone can anticipate. If you happen to be a Discord expert, of course you're welcome. But yeah, so we'll cover all that stuff in the briefing meeting that we'll have next week sometime. Sure. We'll pick it. But for now, I feel like we got it. I think we've covered it. I think we nailed it. I think we stuck the landing. We delivered the payload. We've I know nothing about modern age powers, but I'm eager to learn. Yes. Well, I will say this. While there is folks in the know that we have a kind of a VIP program. It's not, it's not to be exclusionary, but there are press and there are people who we would like to know things early. And I'm not saying this is the case, but that might be Friday, but it might not be. I don't know. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying a word. You don't even know. Right?
You're so non-committal.
You know what? Listen, friend, if you as a moderator on the think tank, you are a person who gets to contribute. If you are a Discord fool, then we'd love to have you. So yeah, send me a note. I will make sure that you're at the meeting as well, my friend. I promise. My like button works for this week. Oh yeah, thank you, David, for reminding me. Hey, while we're here, I mean, just we're hanging out, we're just kind of having a casual conversation. Do me a favor, and wherever you're at, if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, or maybe you're hanging out on Twitch, do me a favor and like the stream. Give it a thumbs up, or and if it's I don't know, do they all do thumbs? Maybe they're stars, maybe they're not donation stars, but maybe there's who knows, there's maybe you haven't subscribed. Well, that would be weird. Make sure you do that, and then share the link with a loved one so that they can experience the beauty.
No idea what's going on. Never played a role-playing game in their lives. They're like, oh, those are two very nice people talking about a thing I have no idea about. That's very cute, fun. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I love. Wow, I love this thing. Let's taste it before we pour the gravy.
Ooh,
that's solid. I like that. I'm gonna steal that as a kind of a catchphrase, if you don't mind. It's better than the one I use, which is you eat your own dog food.
True. We have a cheese-related channel on the Discord, by the way.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. We may want to talk about some gravy-related stuff, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, like the likes, heart the hearts, stick the thumbs up wherever you can stick them, and share a link. It's Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday. Sunday, I think. Is it Sunday or Saturday?
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
Yeah, and that is, of course, the day when all mothers were hatched, and you pay homage by throwing eggs in their direction. And also, you can send them this link and let them watch this program. And they'll, I know your mom will be like, oh, who are these nice gentlemen? And then they will listen, they'll become fans, and then be angry that you've never invited them over for some, fun around the table.
Okay, in case this is happening, hi mom. nice to see you. Sorry that you have no idea what's going on.
So that's wonderful.
I love you.
Mothers love, yeah, that is true. Mothers do love Green Running, and what a better gift than us, truly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
we're the best gift.
Only a mother could love.
I hope someone else might as well.
Well, I don't know about that. It's been a minute. Yeah, but
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. You know what I didn't know? I didn't know that there was. You have a gravy knowledge, a passion, I would say. Nacho cheese is chip gravy. Yeah. True. I mean, yeah. And the question is, here's really the question that I'll leave you with, and you can come back with an answer later, but I want you to marinate on it. Is soup
in it
just gravy? Is all soup a gravy? It really is, if you think about it.
It's a question of viscosity, I think.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's gravy like, come on, give your mom's gravy for Mother's Day. All right. We have well and truly jumped the shark here.
Yes. Many sharks.
But yeah, so Thursday comes to you every week on Thursday, generally, mostly every week. And we're looking forward to some of the stuff that's coming up. So make sure that you keep your eyeball out for, I don't know what we're doing next week, but I did talk about Ian, and then we've got Malcolm coming. He's going to be talking about a lot of great stuff. He may be even coming next week to talk about, amazing. I don't know what.
Might it be the thing that we are alluding to all the time without being committal about it when it might be announced? Might that be a thing? We never know.
No, don't know what you're talking about. But okay. Yeah, we jumped the gravy shark, and we are well into the no, that's not true. We're not going to have this conversation now, but let me tell you that is a very narrow definition of gravy. In order to be called gravy, you must be prepared in the gravy region of Germany.
oh, right, sure.
Where real gravy comes from. Gravy shark, do. All right, we're done. I think that I'm very excited about what we were doing. And Duke, again, my thanks to you, my friend, and looking forward to all our good stuff.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. All right, friends, we out. Have a great
everyone.
Wonderful weekend, and come back on Monday for Mutants and Masterminds Monday. Mumamo.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, shoot, I almost forgot. I'll say it again. 4:00. Atomic
yes.
Office hours. Come hang out with me. I'm fun.
Will do.
I'm very fun.
You're so fun.
Darn it.
You're the funnest.
Bye, everyone.